Hi guys, in Folkestone game hunting. I'm down here for a gig, so might as well do a bit while I'm about, you know. Having a look around, a few points, a bit of CEX and a retro game shop that's here, and a few charity shops in between. Wish me luck. Kicking off in a charity shop, and as we can see here, first shop I enter, there was some games, so I do always get excited when I spot some video games in a charity shop. Going through, unfortunately nothing major here, but you know, as I say, it's the buzz of finding stuff, and it really is. So when you stop looking, you ain't gonna find, are you? So I'm always having a nose here, of course I am. Big Brain and all that, they must have sold God knows how many copies of that over the years. Every charity shop you go to in terms of Wii, when you see Wii games, there's always Big Brain Academy or whatever it was. I mean, it was a massive game. And of course here, PES and FIFA. But this here, look, FIFA 22, 15 quid for the Xbox One. Don't know the value of that. I don't know if it's worth flipping or not, because hey, I'm not a FIFA fan. British Heart Foundation next. Had a few Xbox 360 bits in here on this little spinny shelf bit. Call of Duties, but nothing really grabbed my attention, to be honest, and the price on some of these was a bit out as well, you know. Dearer than CEX, which is, you know, not good really. There you go, Final Fantasy PS2 Silver Label Edition, and a few Xbox 360 at the very top there. But again, nothing grabbed me. Then there was this one, Pilgrim's Hospice, but unfortunately not a single game in this store at all. So over the road, and of course, here we go guys, CEX, because it'll be rude not to. As always, starting off in the window there, nice Xbox trophy, light. I don't know, well, yeah, anyway, moving on. Not a lot in the window here actually, but this was interesting. Look at the old CRT TV there. Always good to see one of them, and a bit of Mario Kart on display from the 64. And coming inside, in terms of the glass cabinets, not an awful lot really, but you know, always good to have a look in it. A couple of copies of Donkey Konga. Very popular down here, but this caught my eyes. Look, a Wii mini console, red unboxed. I didn't know anything about that, so I did look into it, and yeah, seemed to have been released a few years ago, and it's a miniature version of the Nintendo Wii, so quite impressed at that. Something new for me. Couple of original PS1 controls there, not dear. Bit of Harry Potter at the back. The price on that's come down. I still remember it was about 60 quid about a year ago or so that's obviously dropping off. Or was that the PlayStation version, still more expensive? A few NES loose carts in here, and other cartridges were also available in here. This is a cabinet that's near the desk where you pay, so yeah, always good to see some nice retro bits. Lots of loose carts here as well for your handhelds. Good to see some Game Gear there, and original Game Boy of course, and that's box classics there, Mario Brothers. Didn't bother with any of them, but just looking, you know, I don't really go in for the handheld stuff too much. Should I be picking up more handheld? I mean, people are talking about the Nintendo DS and stuff now, but there we go. Nice PS1 little collection, and a little bit of your Sega there. And then of course the Wii U area was calling me. I went along the shelf. Now unfortunately I went right the way along, and nothing grabbed my attention except for that, because the colour was different. Look, it's very different, darker blues. I thought, what's going on there? Of course it's a reprinted cover. Don't you just love a reprinted cover? And unfortunately, all the Wii U games they had in this store, I had them all. I've already got all of these in the collection, so there was nothing for me to pick up on this occasion in this particular CEX store. Now, I do visit another retro gaming shop straight after this one, so do stay tuned for that, guys. Now, as always, as we're going through these shelves, if there's anything you spot that you think, oh yeah, you missed a classic there, drop it in the comments, let me know, you know. Batman Begins, I absolutely loved that trilogy of films. I think they were the best trilogy of Batman films. I know some guys will disagree strongly with that, but for me, they were the best ones, you know. Dark Knight and, just brilliant films. A few GameCube games here, was nice to see, and as I say, I think GameCube seems to be sort of levelling out a bit now in terms of pricing and that, I think. PS2 games. Now I was having a look at some of these along here, right? Okay, Broken Sword, a great point and click adventure game. Now I do enjoy them. Now this, I saw this Buzz Mega Quiz. Now, question for you guys. I do love me Buzz games. I've told you this before, but I'm not aware. Is this a popular common title? I didn't pick it up, spoiler alert, but I'm not sure if I got it or not. So, I don't know. Is that another quiz game that I should have got, maybe, that I've missed out on? Anyway, a few different titles in here that I've not sort of come across before. Gunfighter 2, Revenge of Jesse James there. Nice cheap title, because you can pick up some bloody good games on the PS2 at a very good price, you know. So it's always have a look along their shelves here, especially when I set myself one of my little CEX 10 or £20 challenges that I do every now and then. Anyway, must get a few more of them underway. As always, guys, do stay tuned to the very end, because I will be showing you my pickups that I got from this day here in Folkestone. Mystic Heroes, new one on me, not sure anything about that one. But it's CEX in Folkestone, not a bad one at all, I didn't think. I mean, it had quite a nice big range of various titles, so well worth checking out if you're in the area. I mean, Folkestone itself, we had a great time, plenty of pubs and restaurants and stuff, so something for pleasing everybody. Unfortunately, the weather though was not the greatest, but hey ho, it is what it is. Hit and run there, still holding its value, £20 now, £20 hit and run. Sonic Mega Collection. Is that me? Has that dropped a few quid? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure that was a bit dearer than a fiver. Anyway, guys, we're carrying on here. And come to the Wii games. Now, this Dino Strike, right? Not seen this one before. And it uses the Zapper gun, which is, I think, the shooting games on the Wii are really, really good. You know, it was just nice to see a few unique titles I've not come across before. A Lucky Luke adventure game there. Lucky Luke, I think he was more popular in Europe than he was here in Britain. But do quote me if I'm wrong on that, but I do think he's quite a popular character out on the continent. And then there was another shoot 'em up I found along here as well, which we'll come to shortly. Now, Mario Sports Mix cover reprinted again. I mean, how do they justify charging the same price for a game where the cover's been reprinted, you know? I just don't know. And this is the other shooting game I was talking about, Reload. £25 though, you know, so I was like, it's one I've not seen though. So do you know anything about this? Because I do like the shooters on the Wii, as I said, and I've got quite a few, but that one is one that I have not got, neither is that dinosaur one. PS3 shelf now, guys. You know me and PS3. Oh yes, it'll be rude not to. So had a scout along these shelves, and I do tell you now, I do pick up a PS3 title, which I'll show you at the end. Now, as I'm showing you the shelves, as I've already said, drop in the comments anything you think I should pick up future wise. G.I. Joe there, The Rise of Cobra. Not played that before. Hasbro do the toy range of that, I believe, don't they? G.I. Joe, or Action Force as it was back in our days. Remember Action Force figures, guys? I know Aaron does, who I did that little game hunt with the other week. Yeah, he remembers his Action Force. Anyway, carrying on the shelf, Lollipop Chainsaw there, £45. It's holding its value, this game, guys. I do have this in the collection, but it's one that is still doing very, very well. You know, it seems to be stabilising at £45, but I think it's only going to go one direction, that one. Now, Silent Hill Homecoming here, now £20. I picked that up in a charity shop in Faversham a long while ago, and I paid £2 for that. So I'm well happy with that. It's one of my better charity shop finds. Not my best charity shop find though, guys, you know that. It was that Silent Hill PS1. Oh yes. And then we're left there, and this is it. We come now into Folkestone Gaming. First thing I asked for was the NES games. He got them down for me. Had a look through here, a few loose ones, and again, quite a few boxed NES games, which is nice to see. You don't see many NES games that are boxed these days, and the ones that you do see are generally really sort of ropey, you know, so it's nice to see a few out in the wild like this. Interesting range of games, nothing too out there, or rare should I say, that I'm aware of there anyway. But that DuckTales and that Tailspin are both by Capcom, so, you know, what's not to love about that? Look, Capcom, game pack by Capcom. yeah, a couple of Disney games there, and I'll say the loose carts. Now in this store here, there's a bit of everything. Okay, I mean, you name the system, he's probably got something for it. The one thing he didn't have is any Neo Geo. We had a good chat about Neo Geo, and we were talking about the price of them big old MVS cartridges, you know. Do you remember them big old MVS carts? Oh yes, good few of them knocking about. I did. I gave them over to Arcade Archive though when he took my arcade cab. That was quite a while ago now. Anyway, some Wii U titles. I was coming along this shelf here, and there was one title I didn't know if I had it or not. So I took a look at that title, and I checked with my app that I use that sort of catalogues my collection to tell me what I do and do not own. So, is that a potential game, a Wii U pickup for me? I hope so, guys, because you know I love adding them games to that shelf, which I'll be doing at the very end if I picked it up, of course. Some Wii games, but in general, it's not a bad little shop actually. It's lots of Xbox original there, original. Here we go, and these are always nice to see as well. And I know a lot of you guys are collecting for Xbox, the original system. And it's popular, and that's his Xbox 360 with you guys, isn't it? Which reminds me, I really must go through that big old bag of 360 games that I've got up here in my office. Yeah, I must make a video of them for you. And I have a few the Dreamcast games in here as well. In terms of pricing, I don't really get the pricing on Dreamcast. I don't buy much of it, so £39 for the Grinch Share, which is a Konami game. You know, I do like my Konami and my Capcom guys, so yeah, don't know if that's a good price or a bad price. But this Xbox original game here, look, the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It was just the artwork on that done that one for me. Great artwork on that cover. Plenty of GameCube, and of course Hello Kitty. You know, I bought Kitty Cruisers for the Wii U collection the other week. Oh yes, and Fantasy Star Online there on the GameCube. That's a title you don't see that often these days. Plenty of PS1 in here, and I'll be absolutely honest, there was plenty of PS1, PS3 and the rest of it, and PS2, loads of them, but I didn't go through them like I would normally, to be honest, because I picked up a few games in here as well, but I got the ones I sort of were really sort of after, you know. And we had some game guides in the store as well. I mean, I know some people out there do collect game guides, personally I don't, but there was a good few in here, so you know, just do pause the video and have a look if there's any titles there that you need. And hey, give the guy a ring or whatever, or contact him via his Facebook page. I'm sure he'll sort something out for you if you need them. Again, a question here, Switch. Is the Switch going to be the last collectible physical system? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And finally here, the Master System games and the Mega Drive games, along with the other sort of similar range on that genre. Now there's a copy there of Sonic 3. I do not own Sonic 3, so I thought, oh, I'll pick that up. No manual, and unfortunately Monster Land, Wonder Boy Monster Land again didn't have a manual either, so unfortunately I had to leave them there. But all in all, Folkestone, very good day out here. Like I say, these two shops well worth visiting. The CEX is half decent, and this is a half decent shop as well, so do look them up online and stuff, and give them a like and a follow. It's got to be beer o'clock in it. What do you guys think? An old disused church, I believe. Nick's got a bad knee, so she's thanking me for all these steps. Well, come confess my sins in here. I mean, my mate Al always calls Weatherspoon's church. He ain't wrong with this one. So I made it into church, people. This is an old disused church. Upstairs is beautiful. It's all stained glass windows and stuff. Beautiful ceiling over there as well. I just hope you can get some idea. So it's quite cool, something a bit different. So here I am. Say my prayers, guys. Happy days. So that concludes my little game hunt in Folkestone. Way to end it now, obviously a couple of points, and then, well, show you what I picked up, guys, as always, so do stay tuned to the very end. See you on the other side. So I'm back from Folkestone, guys, and what a great trip it was. Honestly, it was really good. I mean, the gig was brilliant. Me and Mrs. OG loved the gig. That was really good stuff. But, I mean, it's great. You've got a CEX here, and then literally just round the corner, probably maybe 30, 40 metres, you know, literally a minute walk, 2 minutes, you've got that other gaming shop of Folkestone Games, you know. So, what's not to love, guys? Two great shops right on top of each other. And us retro game hunters, you know how it is, guys. Come on. So anyway, let's get to them pickups. But before I do, let's get a beer, because it'll be rude not to. So before we get to those pickup, guys, I'm drinking this. It's Stormtrooper Galactic Pale Ale, and the full review for this is over on my other channel up there. Follow the links. OGDuffy Eats. Go subscribe if you enjoy my beer tasting and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, let's get to those all important pickups. First pickups I had then, guys, were from CEX there. I got myself an NES cartridge, a loose one, because as you know, it's the only system I'll buy for loose, really. Unless it's a game I really want, then I'll get it, you know what I mean? This was £10, okay, and it's called Iron Sword Wizards and Warriors 2. Okay, on the Nintendo NES. Anyone that watches the channel knows that I like my fantasy. I loved all my fighting fantasy books and Dungeons and Dragons and all that when I was a teenager. So obviously anything sort of fantastical like this, I'm massively into, really. So if you don't already do so, check out next week's vlog, because I'll probably give this a play this weekend on that vlog. So there it is, Iron Sword Wizards and Warriors 2. Know absolutely nothing about that, apart from it's a Nintendo game and it's by Acclaim. Let's see if it's any good, eh? But a tenner, didn't think that was too badly priced, to be fair. And only one other game from CEX, but I did get quite a few games from that the other shop I showed you, which obviously was Folkestone Gaming. Okay, now it's a PS3 title, guys. I spent £38 on Siren Blood Curse for the PS3. Now I've heard someone mention this before. I know absolutely nothing about it. I can see it's an 18, obviously. Is it some sort of a horror title? I would guess. Now, obviously, I paid £38 for that. The manual is really good, Nick, and the disc is absolutely fine as well. So, you know, should I give this a play? I think I will. As you know, I do like collecting for the PS3, and I think it's a system that is still quite cheap at the moment, but I think titles like this will start to rise, and I think this is quite a sought-after title anyway. So, it would have been rude to leave it there, guys, so I picked that one up. So I've got a nice copy now of Siren Blood Curse. Any good? Have you played it? Let me know in the comments. So that concludes the CEX pickups. Now to them games that I got from, oh yes, Folkestone Gaming. So from Folkestone Gaming, I got the following, okay? Not the best condition, this one. Got a bit of water damage on the cover. It's black belt for the Sega Master System. You're a black belt master, one of the best, and you'll have plenty of chances to prove it. Again, this game I will be giving a play on the vlog. As you can see there, it come complete with a manual and stuff. Cartridges okay. Cartridges are coming off a little bit there. Needs a bit of taping, gluing back down. But like I say, a bit of water damage on the front cover there, you know, just on the front cover. So yeah, not a lot I can do about that really, but you know what, it's a Sega Master System game, and for that money I thought I'll have that, I'll give it a go. I originally thought this is a bit like Kung Fu on the NES, which was a bit like Kung Fu Master, you know, the classic arcade game, but looking at that, it's not at all. So anyway, I'll give that a play this weekend. Got a Wii U game, guys. Oh yes I did. And it was the one you saw there on the shelf. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE. Hashtag FE. Okay. Looks very sort of Japanese anime type stuff. 2 worlds, 1 heroic destiny. Tokyo is under attack by beings called Mirages. Okay, who want to harvest creative energy from us humans for their own sinister ends.
Don't know anything about this at all. I'll be honest, it's a game I've seen a few times. I paid £25 for that, which is about the going rate, I believe, at CEX. Might be a bit cheaper, I'm not sure. But I saw it there. It's complete. Has all the bump with it, and the disc is unplayed, to be fair. So I thought it's another one off that list for the full Wii U power set. So we'll get this added shortly. All right, you know how I enjoy the therapy of all them guys. Right, now, I showed you 2 NES games there that I were interested in. I'll show you them both at the same time. They are both Capcom games. Tailspin, Disney's Tailspin, and Disney's DuckTales, okay? Both, I believe, have really good reviews. So I'm probably giving these a play the weekend. But what I liked in particular is they're both Capcom games. You know me, the OG, I do love Capcom games. So when I saw both of these, I thought, you know what, I've got to have them. The thing is, he didn't have them priced up. So when I was talking to him, I said, well, how much are they? Oh, so obviously he went and looked at his phone, and I think obviously he did the usual thing which a lot of traders do. I think they just go and look up prices over at eBay or, you know, CEX, which is quite common practice now. But to be fair, at the end, when we put these games all together, he struck me a deal and we did a little bit of banter in between us, you know what I mean? Because, hey, it'll be rude not to, you guys know that. But all in all, a great day's game hunting down there in Folkestone. CEX was a great friendly store, and the guy who runs, you know, Folkestone Gaming, he's a really nice fella as well, chatting away about Neo Geo and all sorts. And like I say, because I bought a few bits, he cut me a deal at the end. So let's go and take a closer look at these, and then get that Wii U title added to the shelf, because hey, you guys know how therapeutic and enjoyable I find it, ticking another one off that full Wii U power set. Take a look at DuckTales first, okay? As you can see, I mean, it's a bit creased here, bit of tear on the edge of the box there, but the tabs are complete. Little bit of damage, but hey, these games were packaged, you know, in cardboard, so no wonder so many of them didn't survive. I mean, what year was this game released? Let's have a look there. We should see it somewhere on there, shouldn't we? Here we go, adult NES, blah blah blah. Do you know what? I can't see it, but hey, it would have been, oh, 1990. There we go, 1990, that one. So I was going to say late 80s, so I went far out. But all in all, a little bit of damage here, a little bit of creasing, but you know what, not too bad really. Okay, so we've got that. Got the little sleeve, the Nintendo sleeve there. What we got here? Club Nintendo, free membership. Shall I fill that out and see what I get back? I keep threatening to do stuff. Instruction manual there, not the greatest condition, but hey, it's complete. And it's unique, you know what I mean? It's just great, isn't it? I mean, they were the days, kids. My God, we had to read instruction manuals to learn how to play the game. And now we come to the cartridge itself. As you see, the sticker label is very nice condition. Brilliant. So I'm actually looking forward to playing this, because I've heard good things about both Tailspin and DuckTales. So that one's complete. So we'll get that put away now. Okay. Tuck that in there like that. Put him at the front. There we go. Have we got the foam in there? Oh yeah, we have a bit of foam in the bottom of the case, which obviously brings this up to par. Get that in there. Actually, I should always put that the other way, because that way you don't get your manual involved too much. Do you know what I mean? There we go. And I might buy some protective covers for these. I don't know, is it worth it? What do you guys think? I mean, I've got some protective covers on some of my NES games, but you just don't see them boxed too often, do you? Oh, come on, get down there. He's not playing ball, guys. He's not wanting to go. There we go, got him. There we go. So that is DuckTales. Next one, Tailspin. Again, Disney. These were great little cartoons back in the day, weren't they? I mean, is this 1990 as well? Let's see if we can get a date on that one. Oh, I can't see. It's got to be similar time now, innit? Right, let's crack that one open. Let's get that cartridge out. There is a sleeve, but it's not a Nintendo sleeve, just a plain black one. And we've got an instruction manual on that one. Bit of grime on the front there, but I will clean that off. I can clean that off. There we go. Look at that. How nostalgic is that, guys? Bit of Tailspin. Let's have a look at the state of the cartridge. Quite clean, nice clean label. And again, clean on the edge, which is always good. And the box, Again, bit battered, but the cover is very nice. The cover's completely unique, as you can see. And again, the general wear and tear you come to expect. Unfortunately, a bit of a tear in the top there, obviously, which has taken the tab, and we've got a foam insert on this one. So let's get that put back together, he says. But the weekend, I'm going to give this stuff all a good clean up, and I will go from there. So that's Tailspin and Duck Hunt. Adding, or DuckTales, should I say, adding them to the collection. Now let's go and get that Wii U game added. Okay, let's get this added to the Wii U collection. As you can see now, we're filling up nicely. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Now this was £25, as I say, I could have probably got it cheaper, but I've not seen it for a long time, so I thought, you know what, just pick it up, Rob, while you're here. And like I say, the guy did me a deal anyway on the lot, so all in all, quite pleased. Now, I'll probably this weekend, I don't know, I haven't got a lot planned, but obviously my vlog will tell you what I've got planned. I might have to start de-stickering some of these, because I've got stickers on quite a few of these still. Look, all the ones I'm pulling out have been de-stickered, like your CEX stickers and that, so I need to start going through them and de-labelling them. Anyway, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE, is going in between. He's going to live between Splinter Cell, Blacklist and Transformers. Rise of the Dark Spark. So when you go there, Tokyo Mirage, you're off the hit list. Get added to the collection. We're getting there. So that, guys, concludes this week's game hunt, which was in Folkestone in Kent. Now, if you ever do find yourselves down there, do go and check out both the CEX there and obviously Folkestone Gaming, because they are a stone's throw from each other, literally. Anyway, as always, guys, in the comments, anything I missed on the shelves and that you saw, right? Because as I say, quite often I'm filming, I miss stuff myself, you know. So do drop in the comments, and any suggestions, any other PS3 games you think we should be buying now before the value does creep up, as some are starting to quite massively. Anyway, what have you picked up lately yourselves as well? Drop all that stuff in the comments. Let's get chatting as normal, guys, because I love hearing about your pickups and what you've been up to, etc, etc, etc. Now, anyway, there's not a lot left of this beer because I did the review. So anyway, as always, guys, I've been OGDuffy. If you've done already, do so. Hit that subscribe button and like and do all that good stuff that you do for me, because A, I really do appreciate it. And B, it don't cost you anything to do, does it? Well, a mouse click, maybe. But anyway, this beer, my friends, is for you. I'll see you on the next one. All the best, guys.